Hey, welcome back to my channel. This is Become Successful with your host, Yemi Osho. On this episode, I have this is also a motivational video, and it is titled Practical Ways to Keep Your Mind on Full Throttle. And this is I saw this on LinkedIn. Yeah, it was someone raised a question, and some Victor Uruaka. Victor Uruaka actually gave this. He's a business development consultant and a private transformation enthusiast. You can look him up. Victor Uruaka is the name, and it says practical ways to keep your mind on full throttle. Anyways, I will title these practical ways to optimize your talent, or practical ways to be, practical ways for you to optimize your talent, or practical ways for you to be effective, practical ways of effectiveness. And the first one, it says understand what works best for you. Understand what best for you. So I think I made mention about this in my last video. um, Find a time, you know yourself. um, do what works best for you. What is the time of the day where you have most energy? Find that time, and that is when you should, that's the most productive part of you. That's when you can be most productive. That is when you should take up task. So for you to optimize, or for you to be effective, you have to place your task on those at those times. Okay. Number two, schedule your most difficult task first. Usually people say start from the least and then you come to the most difficult, like some do on the test. They go to the back of the test and start working their way back to um to from the easy to the difficult. But Victor Walker says schedule your most difficult task first, because let's look at it this way. So let's say, for instance, you have 10 things to do, or let me say 5 things to do, right? And you know, two of them are probably the most challenging for you. I think by the time you take up those tasks, the confidence that you gain from completing that task makes others very easy for you. Okay. And if you look at it, the reverse is really the case, because the way our brain is wired, we go for those things that we can easily do first. Um, and those are the things that we do. And then we come back, and usually we push back every time to take up those big difficult tasks. So Rocker said for you to be very effective, you have to take up your most difficult tasks. And number three is delegate low value task. Okay, delegate low value task in uh, let's say you know or in an office, or whatever, or as a leader. I think this is most relevant to leaders, managers. Uh, in one way or the other, you have people, you have subordinates. Okay, it says that the reason is that you don't want to be overwhelmed. You delegate the low value task, so that at least this helps people around you to develop, because by you delegating the task, they develop from through that. And then the most decisive, usually, that is what you should take up. It gives you time to face the most decisive, if I want to use another word, probably the most important things, you know like decision making. And instead of you being overwhelmed by other tasks that may take your attention off the most important things, I think you should delegate. And number four, which is the last one, it says avoid procrastination by being realistic. Okay, by being realistic, uh, check the assessment of time, the time that is required to carry out a task. Usually sometimes we underestimate a task. Be realistic about the time, set a time frame. Within this time and this time, between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m., this is what I have to accomplish. Is it possible to complete this task within this time frame? So avoiding procrastination means that you take it up when you set that time, because anything you don't set a time for is never going to be accomplished. So set a time for the task, and then give a realistic time frame for it. And then when it's time, boom, you get it done. And then when it's done, you take it. And that, I think that boosts the confidence, that boosts your confidence into taking up more tasks, because now you look at all that you've been able to accomplish because it's written down, and then you will have a sense of accomplishment. And someone, as a bonus, someone said always celebrate milestones. I know some are very conservative in terms of celebrating. I'm not saying that you should throw a party, but celebrate the team, celebrate, a timeout, a night out, something like that. And that gives you keeps you refreshed for the next phase. But when you go over a long time and you don't celebrate your milestones, what that does is that you don't really even know if you're really accomplished, even though you may seem like you accomplished it, but there's this sense of being in the rat race, and then you don't even know, there's no gauge. So always celebrate milestones, and that keeps you refreshed for the next phase, because you just had, oh yeah, we just celebrated our 10th year, we just celebrated our 12 years, we just celebrated our award, those kind of things, maybe just like I said, some time out, some a form of celebration. Okay, and that will make you most effective. I hope I've been able to inspire you. And if I have, please subscribe to this channel, follow me on Facebook, um, and like the video, share with family and friends, and do comment as well. I want to read your comments. I like your comments coming in, and I will catch you on the next episode. Peace.